All right, guys, welcome back to the Spin Zone podcast with me, Cake Eater, and we also got Vile. How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm good. I'm good. We have kind of a special edition episode today, don't we?
Oh, absolutely. Normally, what, two episodes in 1 week? We don't do this.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, Cake. You're burning me out. I'm
Hey,
getting tired. I'm too old for this.
The
oh,
people need it. The people need it.
whoa, is that Burr?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like what the people need is to hear about Burr's next event. That's
Yeah,
what I've been hearing on the internet. At least there's a lot of rumors going around Burr. So we're gonna let people know what's going on today, aren't we?
Yeah. So pretty much, I have another big event planned. It's going to be August 20. It's a 2-day event. It's going to be August 29th and 30th. There's going to be two tournaments. The first tournament is going to be Ticket to Tokyo. First place is going to win two tickets to Tokyo. You get to pick the week. Like the winner is going to say, "Hey, I want to go this week." It'll be a round trip, and you get $400 on top of that to kind of go spend and do whatever you want with expenses there. Second place will be a gold wizard rod. Third place will be the purple coat hover wyvern. Fourth place will be a red AP, and then champion of Swiss will be the reverse coat hover wyvern. Um, the
Okay,
second,
so the third place prize is gonna be the purple metal coat, the nice looking one.
yep, full purple
Okay.
one. Yes, sir.
Okay, and then King of Swiss is gonna get the non-metal coat, but still purple.
Yeah, reverse one or however you pronounce it.
man, those are
Yeah, absolutely.
major prizes.
Yeah. I like to give away a lot to the community. That a lot for me. I love hosting. I love breaking records. I think just like the car tournament, Redline Rumble, trying to get more people familiar to be understanding when like you talk to them like, hey, I host Beyblade or I play Beyblade. They're not kind of looking at you crazy like, oh, you do like when people heard about the car, it brought people from outside of Beyblade, right? Like, because everybody wants to win a gold rod, but you have to know about Beyblade to want to win that. But a car or a trip to Japan is going to bring more people from outside into Beyblade, hopefully, is like the goal.
Yeah, because a
I mean,
trip
that
to,
makes sense. That makes
yeah,
sense.
definitely winning a trip to Tokyo. That is a major prize. You go from, hey, here's a Honda Civic to basically everyone was right. They're getting an airplane.
Yeah, you'll be on a plane for sure.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
that's kind of that was a thing kind of going
somebody,
around.
somebody, somebody asked me that. They're like, well, what's Burr gonna do next? An airplane? And I'm like, well, I don't think you can give away an airplane, but without saying anything, you might be getting on an airplane if you win. Like,
It's very true.
I think
so
bigger. Okay, I'm just man with a decent amount of money. But I think Tatara Comey and Hasbro and these giant companies get on board, dude. You know, nobody wants to go play for $1,000 only. Like, yeah, that's cool. Don't get me wrong, but experience, all that goes into it. You know, like being able, Spandy gets to tell everybody forever he won a car at Beyblade. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, he has that as an accolade forever.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not
I mean, I
not
mean,
in the
I, I
slightest.
wish I wish Hasbro was proactive enough that we could play for $1,000 at a Hasbro event. That just doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I meant their total tournament.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's kind of wild. I mean, I don't know what we would do if we didn't have independent organizers running events because Hasbro just consistently drops the ball when it comes to Beyblade here in the States.
Yeah. And then, so the second tournament, because it's 2 days, the second tournament is more of a fun, relaxed tournament. You will get. Let me find one. This is not what it will look like, but these coins, little coins like this. You
Those
will
are
get
cool.
some sort of coin. You will get 10 of these the second day. Come in. You got to keep your wristband on from the first day. That will indicate that you paid paid and came and played. The second day, you will be handed 10 coins. These coins you can barter with other players. So let's say we max out the tournament, blah blah blah. 64 goes into Top Cut. First day, the 29th, will be Swiss round. We'll play all the 8 rounds of Swiss, get everybody there, then we'll announce Top Cut. Next day, the 30th, the Top Cut will come back and compete to still win the tickets to Tokyo, but everybody else plus the people in Top Cut will get 10 coins, and then there'll be a time extract, like let's say 3-4 hours after Top Cut ends. Everybody will put up a timer, and let's say you come, okay, and I say, hey, I have 1 coin versus your 1 coin. You guys get to pick whatever format you want to play. If you want to have metal fight stadiums and stuff there. So if you want to say, hey, I would like to verse you, Burr, in metal fight 1v1 bay, we could do that. And you are bartering your coin. Whoever has the 4 people with the most coins at the end of the tournament will win also rare bays. Those are kind of a secret for right now because I want to make sure that I could get some other awesome prizes to give away.
Ooh.
Okay. So that's pretty sweet. Now,
Yeah,
speaking of prizing, is there going to be any raffles or door prizing or anything like that?
Yep, every single person that comes will get raffle tickets. All my events, I give out raffles even at my small weeklies. Everybody will get a raffle ticket. You cannot buy into this raffle at all, but it'll probably be around $1,000 to $2,000 worth of prizes that I'm going to give away. Random boosters, rare bays. If you've seen the Redline Rumble raffle giveaway, it'll be better than that for sure.
Wow. Okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
All right,
now,
so we actually
Bert,
got a question involving all this coin tournament and everything coming from Wayward. So shout out to Wayward and everything.
My man.
Yes. Can you only come for day 2 to participate in the coin tournament?
You could. Yes, you could. I think it would not be worth your money. In the terms, you can if you pay. Oh, let me say this first. This is a prepaid event. When you sign our QR code, when you click on it, it's going to have 3 forms of payment. You can pay. We might update it for more forms, but right now I need kind of a way to double check your name. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we have Cash App, Zelle, and Apple Pay. All of those, you can leave a note and say, this is my challenge name. But when you fill out the form, before you can even pay, you also have to put your challenge name in there. So we have 2 forms of references that your name is who you say you are. I really wanted last time Redline Rumble, I had maybe 90 messages like, hey, if this would have been prepaid, I would have came out. We only had 200 people, which was an amazing turnout, but we could have had 265, right? So that's 65 players that came, but were nervous to get in line, or maybe they, traveled super far and couldn't get in the tournament. So this time I made the decision to make it prepaid, just to give everybody the chance to come play, because I had I think 90 plus messages like, dude, if this was prepaid, we would have flew out with our team. We were nervous because they were, we had 400 people on the waiting list, 400 plus.
Yeah. I mean, I remember like Joe Starr had went with Wayward and some of the guys from here, and he was real nervous that he wasn't going to be able to get in.
Yeah.
And the only reason he went and took that chance was because a bunch of other people were going. He could just hop in the car with them. Yep. But if that hadn't been the case, he wasn't going to go out on his own to have a chance to play. He wanted to make sure he could play. You know what I mean? So that makes sense.
Yeah. And the first time I didn't want to do prepaid because I didn't want people to think it was a scam, right? Like everybody here in Michigan knows I give away crazy raffles and prizes and stuff like that. This was the first really big item, I would say. I've gave away thousands and thousands of dollars worth of rare bays. But when you hear, oh, someone's giving away a car, you might have thought it was fake if it said you had to pay early, you know? So I wanted to make sure my name got out there as, hey, this is Burr from Spin City. This guy's not scamming people. This is a legitimate tournament. Like, these prizes are real. Like, you know, like, so it was really important not to do prepay the first time. It took almost an hour and 40 minutes to get everybody signed in, because I wanted to make sure if you were on the waiting list, you had to wait. You had to wait until everybody that paid got into the new link. This new way will that straight out. That will be cut straight out. You'll show up at the door of the venue. Somebody will say, "Oh, that's your challenge name. Yup, you're in this." You'll get your wristband. Please keep the wristband on for both days. I'll have extras to hand out, but it'll just indicate so when you walk in the store knows you already paid.
Yeah. So what Burr's telling everyone is when you get your wristband on day one, make sure you keep it for day two, because
Yes.
I assume it's going to be a hassle otherwise. If they lose their wristband or misplace it or throw it
Yep.
away or whatever, then you'll have to like recheck to make sure that they're supposed to be there, and that
Yep.
just takes time away from everyone. So just keep your wristband, everyone, and you'll be set. Now, Burr, we talked a little bit about prepay, and you know what I want to ask you about, and I think what people are going to want to know is what is the price of entry this time around? What are people going to be paying to get into this event?
Oh
So
yes.
I did up it to $70. $70 is kind of a lot. I wanted to be around the 50. So Redline Rumble was $40. Venue was not as good. The venue that we have now, I paid a lot more money for. I had to rent the building for 2 days. It's an amazing location, a good spot. It has a bar inside. It has food inside. It has a ton of more things that I needed for Redline that kind of fell through the gaps, let's say. The prize pool is double. I will say that too. So, prize pool is going to be double what Redline was. Same other events. So, like Midwest and Baycon, those are like over $100 tickets, right? Like $150 for 2-3 day event. You know, I wanted to I definitely didn't want to be at $70. I kind of wanted to be around the $50 to $60 mark, but to just guarantee that the store got paid what they needed me to pay, I prepaid. I did a lot of money. I spent a lot of money. And trip to Tokyo, like let's say you pick every day is different, right? Like if you go near Christmas or certain days, those tickets are going to be way more money, you know,
That's
thousands.
so that
Hmm.
was actually something, Burr. I think that Team Spin City kind of knows that you are hosting this event already. You know, they're kind of uh, in the know about what's going on. That was something a conversation I'd had with one of your Team Spin City members. Is there going to be an upper limit on what the value of the tickets can be? You know, you've said that you're going to let the winner choose the dates and all that kind of stuff. But is there a maximum value that you have to set to protect yourself?
There, there is. Um, it's. I want them to have a good experience. I don't really care about making amount of money. I have 3 businesses. I have great income in general, right? I dump a ton of money into Beyblade. Um, you know, I absolutely love competing. I love coming to big events. I love meeting people. You know, that's the point. You know, I just gave away the Michigan Baycon qualifier. Um, Antiform won that, bro. He cried. He cried. He got a purple hover. He's going to be in the Baycon book magazine thing. Like, I gave him that experience. So that's more why I host, other than I could go do other avenues to make a lot of money. I spend a lot of money on Beyblade and I don't make too much. But the $70 entry definitely is covering that window of, okay, this ticket could be way more expensive than I think. Right. So, and I
Yeah.
want to make sure so important to me that people have a good time. Like the $1,000-$2,000 price point for the raffles just alone, that's bigger than most people's tournaments alone, so I don't want people to think like, oh, it's $70, that's a lot of money, but I also want it to kind of be like going out on a date or to a fair or to something like that, like a Comic-Con, it's expensive to do that stuff, to go
You're not
out on
wrong.
dates and do that kind of stuff, and I think the value of $70 is worth the time for sure. I think it's worth, just like Midwest. I'll go pay $150 at Midwest for a 3-day event. I look at it like, oh, it's $50 a piece, or to go to Baycon. It's the experience, it's the date per se, like going, meeting these famous people. We're gonna have a lot of influencers coming to this event. I don't have all the names, so I don't want to say and then them not show up.
Makes sense.
But even at Redline, people got to meet Zanky, Flamingo Poppy, Left Burst Editor, yeah. So I think the price kind of is valid for the day, the 2-day event, the experience itself.
Yeah,
that's totally fair. Like I know you are shooting for a specific segment of the population.
Yeah, it's definitely not casual based. That was something that Redline, I didn't realize how many casual people actually from Michigan showed up to Redline. But at the same time, the Swiss Redline was a gauntlet. Even the theme, redlining, right? Like your engine's about to blow up. You had to exhaust yourself. It was not a 2-day event. You had to push through. You had to hydrate. You had to sit there like Spandy. I looked at him. I seen him meditating at a point in time, right? He was hydrating, sitting there, breathing. He was conserving his energy. I asked him, I said, Spandy, because he got me into Beyblade. I said, would you like to be the backup TO for this event? Because he said, Burr, respectfully, I don't. I don't want to because I want to win. He said, I want to put all my energy into winning, right? So he didn't have to run around. He didn't have to judge. He didn't have to do those things. So when he redlined, his engine didn't blow up and he won the tournament. You know what I mean? Like, that was more of a gauntlet. That was like extreme stress, push your body, exercise, stand up, do this and all day. Like we were there for hours, brother. We were there for hours.
Oh yeah. I watched some of the live feeds towards the end of Top Cut, and y'all were there late. For real, late.
I think we got done at 1:37 in the morning.
Yeah.
Right.
That's wild.
Yeah. So they were locked in. I've ever been at or experienced, I have never seen such good Beyblading and Top Cut. There was no reshoots dang near on Top Cut. It was perfect Beyblade, brother. It was what I wanted. So to the T, it was like, obviously a lot of the casuals didn't make it to Top Cut, right? The less skilled people, let's say, are not as good combos and stuff like that. And then they got weeded out a little bit, when Top Cut, whoever did make it. I'm telling you, so many good Beybladers that day, brother, that extremely talented at the game.
Yeah, so essentially, this tournament, obviously everyone should go who wants to, but it's definitely not targeted at the people who are going 2 and 4 at their locals. This is for people who are confident in themselves and really want to show up and show out. And that's okay. That's there are $5 and $10 locals for more casual players, and then you have something like this for people who want to play high stakes. That makes sense to me, and I think people will want to come and try to win a trip to Tokyo, because that's apparently the only way you can get bays at a good price nowadays is if you live in Japan. Because if you live outside
with $400
of Japan,
cash, imagine what you could go buy for your collection there.
You're also,
my buddy just got back from Tokyo, and he bought me a few really cool Bay pieces. Let me grab them. They're right here.
What are we about to see? What are we about to see right now?
Nothing crazy. Just so Dragoon's my favorite, so he got a bunch of Dragoons and Dragons for me. So this is just a regular Dragoon, but it's in the plastic seal from I think Hobby Shop. From Hobby Shop, it has like the yen price and all that. These other ones I took out of the packages just because I wanted to display them. These are 2 burst bays.
Okay.
I absolutely do not know their names. I did not play burst, but they're 2 dragons. They're 2 dragons. And then this is really special to me. This is a plastic Gen Dragoon that he found in a hobby shop that is extremely clean. The stickers don't even look used. He paid $4 USD for this.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm sure you can't get it for $4 USD here in the States, though. I'm sure that's not how that goes.
Yeah, probably not in that condition. Nowhere near close.
So that's gonna be pretty cool. Now, just to clarify for all the viewers, Bert, the prize is the 2 round trip tickets. You are not paying for their hotel or anything, correct?
Nope. So hopefully the $400 helps a little bit in that. You win 2 tickets round trip. You get to schedule the date with me as long as there's actual plane fare that day. I can't guarantee that. A big thing a lot of people were asking me was, how am I I have to go to Michigan to get on the plane. No, we'll be scheduling it together. It'll be at your local airport, wherever you live. If you're come from Singapore and you come compete, I will get you a plane ticket from Singapore to there, right? It does not matter where you live. If you come and compete, you are going to win a week trip, roundabout tickets, and $400 cash that I'll be giving you the day of. You'll get the $400 the day of, and need at least 1 week notice before you think you could just hop on the plane, right? You can't go the next day to Japan.
Well, yeah, if you're going to go the next day, that could be $6,000-$8,000 for a couple of tickets the next day. I mean, that's just, there has to be a limit somewhere,
Yeah. So it does kind of have to be reasonable. Like I said, it would be no problem, right? Because I doubt anybody is just going to be like, I want to go the next 2 weeks, because you're going to have to plan this. This is something you're taking somebody to. You're winning, and you get to bring your wife, your best friend, your kid. Whoever you're bringing with, something we are going to be planning. You know what I mean?
So what you're telling me is if Hex Angel comes up and wins, you're going to Japan with him. Yeah, is that what I heard?
Yeah, me and my boyfriend. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. No, Hex actually cannot come to this event, sadly, because he is having a baby, and he'll have a newborn just around that time. Yeah, super sad.
That's unfortunate. Now I do know that Hex created the flyer, but now the official flyer is not going to come out for a few days yet. Is that correct?
Yeah. So we will be posting it out. If you want early access to our flyer, go on our Instagram. On next Monday, 3:00, we will be posting the flyer. Information will be on there. There'll be a little walkthrough video. I also shared the walkthrough video of the venue with you guys that we could publicly show when you guys are ready. Kind of showing off the venue. Other thing, the 25th, we will be giving away. Sorry, I have acid reflex. Terrible. We will be giving away a red AP. To enter that raffle, you just have to go to our Instagram, follow our page, and submit clips. Just submit any crazy clips you got, and on the 25th, Shatani and Hex Angel will be watching your videos live, I'm pretty sure, and they will pick a winner. Whoever has the most crazy Beyblade X clip, or it could be Metal Fight. It could be any crazy clip of Beyblade in general, and we will pick a winner. That winner will win a free Red Arrow Pegasus, and we will send it out to you. So promoting that a little, but yeah, go follow our Spin City USA page. Very important. We post all our big flyers, everything there first, and then
Now, Bert, if I recall correctly, Team Spin City USA has a discount code at a particular kind of newer Japanese shop. Did you want to shout that out real quick?
yeah, that is I think it's pronounced Tokyo Spin, right? Am I saying Spin Vault?
Yeah, Tokyo Spin Vault. That's correct.
Spin Vault. Yeah, that is our newest sponsorship to our team. We also have a few codes other places. I'm Spin City Imports. We have you get 8% off through them. Pretty sure Mall of Toys still has our code. I'm not for sure if it canceled or went active yet. It was supposed to be on Mall of Toys. And reaching out to Bays and Bricks to try to get one on there as well.
Nice.
Yeah, I believe now the code is Team Spin City, correct?
Yes, Team Spin City. Yup, is the code. I do not know the percentage off, sadly. Yeah.
Yeah, on Tokyo Spin Vault, I believe it's 10%.
Oh,
It's
10%.
actually pretty solid.
Ooh, hey, that's a good amount though.
Yeah. And Tokyo Spin Vault does have some kind of rarer, more interesting stuff on there. They don't have a huge selection, but the stuff they do have on there is pretty primo, pretty nice stuff. So if you're looking for, a Valkyrie Volt or a Red AP or that new Shinobi with blue kick on it, Tokyo Spin Vault has all that stuff in stock right now. Go ahead and check them out. They do have some cool stuff. And the prices are, I would say, pretty in line with the market right now. A red AP is probably even a little cheaper, to be totally frank. So if you need a red AP, that's probably a good place to go get one, especially when you use Team Spin Zone or not Team Spin Zone, damn it, Team Spin City for 10% off your order at Tokyo Spin Vault. That's really cool, Burr. It's cool that you guys are expanding your partnerships with some of these Bay stores, not just here in America anymore, but all across the world.
Yeah. We just wanted. Listen, my goal. I'm the team captain of the U.S. My goal is to show people that this is a competitive gear sport. This is not this. Anybody can win. Yes, stuff happens. RNG and everything. I feel like a little bit. You know what I mean? But when I tell you this, there is some people that have way better odds. Like they are more talented than others. It just is a fact. And it's because they practice more, they learn more, they balance tune their bays, they're using better combos. A lot goes into it, I always say I don't like when people say, "Oh, that was unlucky," because I believe we're putting our bays into the rotation. Yes, if I beat you within the first 20 milliseconds because I hit a crazy, read you really well, or if it's long term and I outspin you, right? Like it's a minute match and I outspin you. There was a ton of variables that go into that, but it started when we put our bay in the rotation, right? So it's not the driver, it's the car.
No, I mean,
to me, it's the driver.
I totally get it. I think everyone knows Wacko Carnival from Minnesota here, who took third place at your Red Line Rumble event. I practice with him all the time on free play nights, and yeah, sometimes I can beat him. But if we both go into a tournament, he has a much better chance of winning because he's just a better player. He spends more time with it. He practices more. Like you said, he balance tunes his bays. He's paying attention to the meta all the time.
That's something I didn't say. Like keeping up on your gear is so important. This is not Yu-Gi-Oh! Your card can be all messed up in Yu-Gi-Oh! It still does the same thing. If you have a elevate bit with a gash in it, guess what? I'm gonna beat you. You know what I mean? So you gotta keep up with your gear. It does matter.
It does.
No, I totally agree. Especially for me, ratchets. You can't go into a tournament with loose ratchets. If you're trying to play 560 Cobalt Elevate, that one's already known to burst a little bit more. but you can help circumvent that by making sure you have the tightest 560 you can. And also now you can get that brand new teal Elevate, which we all know is just that tiny bit thicker, and it does help with burst resistance. Objectively, it's just better.
100%.
Oh,
I'm a
absolutely.
Dragoon player, and I can tell you that blue Elevate allows me to be way more aggressive. There are certain launches that so I call it my zesty launch. I do like a little limp wrist flick. I do that against attack types. Yeah. Well, I
Look at the flick of the
underpull
wrist.
against attack types. You know, attack types have a higher odd of bursting your goon. But if I pull at 70% full strength, right, I have a way better chance of avoiding you and outspinning you long term, right, with Dragoon, right? But let's say that's not always the case. So versus Rod, I need to pull way harder, right? So having that blue Elevate makes it to where I could outspin stamina types way easier without running the risk of bursting myself on the rail, hitting the rod so hard that I blow up, you know, like that happens.
Mhm.
Yeah, you gotta be nice to that rod. You wanna just tap it gently. You don't want to hit it too hard. So now, Bert, this is gonna be hopefully a huge event. You know that I think that's your idea here. What is your goal? How many players would you like to see at this one?
I'd like to max it out, of course. 65 would be amazing, you know, because all the money that I do make from these tournaments goes into my weeklies and the big prizes. Like I have Dash is next month on the 20th. It's just, a blue AP, the blue Samurai, um, Corey Phoenix, the Corey Red Dran, a bunch of random like unicorn sting boosters and other cool bays, stuff like that.
Well,
So it helps fun.
those unicorn boosters are going crazy right now. The
Mhm.
prices on Unicorn Delta are totally nuts at the minute.
Extremely good base. My teammate Shatani, he is in my belief the best Beyblader I've ever versed. He has the most accolades I've ever seen out of anybody. He's been using that, man, and that bait is nasty, brother.
It is. Wacko's been using Unicorn Delta in practice last night,
And
and
I'm a
I mean,
CX hater. I hate
yeah.
CX. And
Yeah.
but that bay, I gotta, you know, I give it its flowers. It is an amazing Beyblade.
Now, did I hear correctly that you said the cap for the event is going to be 265? Is that correct?
Yeah. So yep, 265. I think that's as much as you could have in one pod on challenge at a time. I
Okay.
don't like doing multiple pods. I am not a big fan of separating the players into separate pods because I believe, let's say we had 100 of the best players in one pod, it is not as fair everybody to separate the pods.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, you want people, if they want to get that Swiss King and get that purple hover, you want to make sure they earned it, you know, and everyone had the exact same chance to get there. I feel that. Now,
100%.
Burr, if you're talking about a 265 player cap, we are going to show the video of the venue here at some
Yep.
point during the episode before we get off. But this is
Yeah.
a pretty big venue.
Yeah, let's pop it up right
What are
now,
your what?
actually.
Oh yeah, let's bring it up right now and then we'll come
This
back.
will be the play
Okay.
area. It will be cleared out. We'll have 20 stadiums.
So yeah, let's have you guys be able to view it as well. Let's see if I know what I'm doing. Okay.
Yeah, I'll say the
So
the
you'll
venue
probably
is
most likely be greeted right here with
say. It
somebody
is probably out of
making
all
sure
the
that you are
stores
part of
here
the tournament.
that we do
This is
weeklies
the
at. We just
giant
found this
arcade
one about I
area.
think a month and a half ago. A great host named Riftborn or Riftbound. Riftborn. I always mix his name up with the card game. Riftborn, Riftbound. He found the store. He started doing weeklies there. To the first weekly, and I was like, "Wow, the store is so Japanese themed." It's called Gata Gacha in Detroit, in Warren, I think it is. It is absolutely gorgeous. It fits the theme perfectly. They have a ton of arcade gotcha machines. They even have land machines for competitive video gaming where there's pods and they all are synced to one to run actual tournaments for competitive video gaming. All of that is movable into their backspace as well. So in the video, you'll see the land and the tournament. They were throwing a rave that night where people could play video games and do a rave at the same time. The store is immaculate. They have a bar. It's a great venue. It is.
I mean, listen, I would be amiss if I didn't say I think it looks a lot better than putters. And I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
trying to like hate on putters or whatever, but like objectively, it's night and day. It really is.
Mhm.
It is worth the money I paid. I will say that. I definitely wanted a better venue. I thought, I'll be honest, I did putters not just because of the price point, but because I grew up in Ipsy. Okay, putters is a legendary place for Ypsilanti, right? In general, that is like a big staple, and I wanted to pay homage to, right, like that was a very, very important place. It closed down not too long ago. One of my friends' family members bought it, and they're remodeling it. And I said, you know what, like, do it here, man. Like, I want to do it there. I had a birthday party there as a little kid. It's just a legendary place for Ypsilanti. So, I think giving them the respect, show people that anything could be a venue. You could go host at a park. You could do weeklies at a putt place, at the mall, where Beyblade can be played, and it does, as long as you know that safety hazards. Play it anywhere. I think there was two major problems that the venue promised that lied about. Let's say there was supposed to be Wi-Fi, and there was supposed to be an intercom that was outside and inside. Both of those did not work. Mind you, the owner that previously bought the building, he thought they worked. They were there. They had it. The Wi-Fi was messed up, to be totally honest. So
Now
yeah,
I know. No, I know at Putters there was also some minor bathroom issues.
yeah.
Now this
So there
place
was
this
two
place looks like
bathrooms.
it. Yeah, this place looks like it has functional bathrooms though. I mean, that's
Yeah, very nice bathrooms. Very, very nice bathrooms, I will say.
so now for players who are there are there now you said there's a bar, so we know, players who are of age can partake at the bar obviously. Now is there like drinking fountains? Like what's the water situation going to be like? Because I know that was another thing that kind of came up at Putters.
So I don't know. I would assume they have water if they have a bar. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
would
if
think so
there's
too.
per se a water fountain, but they have a big drink selection. I made sure to tell them too, like one of the stipulations for this. I said, please, please, please make sure, please, that you buy 10 times the amount of drinks than you think you need. Like obviously they're a store. They have like energy drinks, other things. Gatorade was there. There was a ton of different variety of drinks. But I told them like one of the things for me to move forward was that they double or triple up their load on what they think they might need, because that was a big thing. I could have bought a ton of drinks. I could have tried to charge $1 a drink. I went and midway, I went and bought cases and cases of water. They got ran up quick as crap. I bought all that. What was it? 50 something pizzas gone in like 5 minutes. Like it was. I tried. I paid a lot of money. I didn't charge people for the drinks or the water. There was a Taco Bell right next door that probably boomed because of this. You know,
I heard, bro. I heard some rumblings that when the bathroom situation wasn't working out so hot, some people were going to Taco Bell to use the bathroom.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Thank God, a great gentleman in our. So okay, really weird happened. There was an out of service on one of the bathrooms, but the bathroom worked.
That's wild.
So I assumed, because it says out of service, I assumed that bathroom didn't work. So only one bathroom worked, right? The one bathroom that worked broke like 3 hours in. Thank God we had 2 plumbers there, one gentleman named Boo from our community and another plumber from out of state. I don't know his name by heart. But thank both of you. They went into the bathroom, they problem solved. It was just a little string, inside the thing was messed up.
Yeah.
So they fixed the little string thing, that bathroom, and then he said, I'm about to look at the bathroom that's out of service, and nothing was wrong with that bathroom.
That's
At all.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's
so
crazy.
then both the bathrooms got back running. So I probably problem solved more that day than I have my whole life. It was a lot of things. Of course, things happen. A big thing that I suggest every tournament, name tags are so much more important than you think, because like at North Carolina, I was judging at the NC event. There was a few matches at the very beginning where, let's say, me and you versed, but we weren't supposed to. I was supposed to verse somebody else.
Oh,
and
no.
those people walked up to the wrong stadium. Now, if I was the judge and I see your name tags aren't the 2 opponents, right, then I could step in right away and solve that problem. Or in the phase of where, okay, I'm looking at challenge because I'm experienced player. I want to know who I'm versing, right? Even though I'm waiting, I might want to scout their deck. I might want to look them up, something like that. I could say, oh, I'm fighting Spandy next. I know his play style. I know how he does. Maybe I should swap my deck around, right?
Yeah.
Something that would help when we do tournaments, we highlight who's going to be the next up people. Like their names will be white.
Yes.
And they'll get a notification. A lot of casuals know how to work challenge, right? So they don't even know who they're fighting next. So that was a big hurdle for us. Was we have a queue line, right? So let's say we had the 40 people on stadiums. We're getting the next 5 groups together, and those people will be paired up. The people that are running the queue line are pre-checking your base. They're doing that ahead of time. They're like, this is your opponent. Yes, okay. They check their base in private, and then they hand them their box back, and then stadium opens up. That queue line member pushes them to that stadium,
Yeah, I mean, this is all very good. We had a kind of a little regional event here this past weekend, and we were using the queue line. We were using name tags. Both those things are hugely important. So I like to hear that. Now, are you gonna have an intercom or something, a PA system, something to it so everyone can hear it?
Yeah, that was I had to make sure that venue had it. They have one. I'm going to bring extra speakers just in case. I brought them at Redline. Thank God I brought them at Redline. It was not enough. It was one big speaker box. I'm bringing more this time, just in case. If I wouldn't have, Redline would have ran even worse at the beginning. To be totally honest, I'll say the first round going into the second round and a half, probably 100 problems popped up. And the TO team, we have to do what we got to do. We got to cut it down, minimize the problems, problem solve. A fight almost broke out. So that took nothing happened. Nobody touched each other. One gentleman said some really bad words to another gentleman. Used the R word, and the guy had a special needs child, which is very uncalled for. So that gentleman, and so I had a dad of the special needs child, rightfully so, was going to put hands on the gentleman. the gentleman, I have security. This is very important. I have armed security at my big events to make sure shooting happens, nothing crazy, no robbery, something like that, right? So one gentleman ran to my security and kind of like sure he didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
I had to another great TO. Thank you, JP Denny. JP Denny, I was like, bro, you got to go. You got to do the event real quick. Keep it going while I problem solve what's happening. Because I walk up and two guys are fighting and my security guard's like stopping them from approaching each other, more or less, you know? So I had to, I wanted to talk individually, one-on-one with each party so then I could have an not them arguing with each other. I separated them. I brought one party outside. I heard their side of the story. I walked up to the other party. I heard his side of the story. I came to the conclusion that the father was not in the wrong in any type of way, and that the other gentleman that used the R word and was person that caused the problem,
The aggressor.
he got kicked out of the event. Yeah, he got
Oh,
kicked out of the
you
event.
removed him. Okay. That's
Oh, yes. Oh, no. Sure. Yes, yeah.
Get out of here, no refunds.
Yeah. Removed from the venue, no refund. That's Egg's favorite line right now, I think. So with that being said, you're talking about 265 players. We've seen the venue; it's beautiful, it's big.
That's gorgeous.
You're talking about you're gonna have security there. Now, how much staff are you bringing on, and are you still looking for staff? If somebody wanted to help judge, let's say, how would they go about contacting you, and would there be any benefit to them? Is there any bonus or discount on the entry
I'm
fee?
very, very happy you brought that up because it would have slipped my mind. I have about 35 staff members. Right now, I need 20 more. So have break it down like this. I have 3 TOs. Okay, there's me and 2 other backup TOs. There's going to be 30 judges. There's going to be an announcer that's doing the main intercom. There's going to be 2 queue line checkers. So these are the people that run the queue line, check your bays. They work with the announcer and get the people ready. And then we have 2 scorekeepers that will access to input scores. Those 2 people will work with the backup TOs and me. So there'll be 5 of us inputting scores. So this is kind of how it'll go. Let's say you 2 verse. Let's say one of you win. My judge is going to raise his hand, or it'll really be like a card with a number on it. So let's say Stadium 10. He'll raise his hand with Stadium 10. One of the scorekeepers will walk up to that stadium. We'll say, okay, who won? We'll input the score. Points are important at Burgo Boom tournaments. We go over 5 points. So if you 7-0 somebody, that's very important to get, right? Because for the tiebreakers and the bush holds. Okay. Yep. So pretty much there'll be 5 people inputting scores, but 3 are backup TOs. Okay. I need at the moment 20 more judges. I have people. These are people that are guaranteed coming already, that are filled in the other positions. If you want to come to the event, you want to judge at this event, okay, there is a few things that I need from you. You have to have certifications through WBO. That is very important to me because I need to know that you are competent enough, pass the test, yes, but just it's something that needs to happen. You have to have your WBO certs. Have to reach out. You do get benefits for being a judge. Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm lost in my track right now. To the benefits of being a judge, it's only $20 entry instead of $70. Okay, wow. So it cuts the price down a lot. You get
almost 4 times.
Get a few extra raffle tickets into the raffle.
Oh, that's nice too.
That's very nice. And you will be put in a judge-only raffle or a staff-only raffle, let's say. So a prize pool only for the staff. Okay. That's very important because I am going to work you like a dog. Okay. Like you are going to be, respectfully, you lose a little bit of your competitive edge when you're there for that long, right? But time, love judging. I like sitting down. I like looking at my opponents. They're still my opponents. I get to watch their play style. I get to look at their deck that they run. So there's a lot of benefits of being a judge. I'm also buying pizza only for the staff this time to feed my staff. Right. What else was there? Those are all the benefits of being part of it. You could reach out to me on Discord, Burgo Boom, or a better way is to reach out to our social media. I need a picture that you're an actual WBO judge, certified judge, and have to really be coming, right? Because you are still prepaying that $20, right? That is important. That please, please, please do not sign up. Do not prepay if you are not coming.
Mm.
It's going to be non-refundable. Okay, that is very important because I see funded a lot of people, rightfully so, because something happened. If something happens where can't do the tournament, something happens, everybody will get a refund. It will be refundable to everybody that does. If you just cannot come, if you're not sure about coming, please do not sign up. Please do not pay. At NC, Broke Jew had people come play, funded them. Some people got into the second tournament at a reduced price, and then those people went home that lost and still wanted a refund, right?
Yeah,
That was
heard
not
that.
okay. That was not okay that they did that to him. I did not like that the community did that. There was a lot of things that messed up that day, but it was not for the mess ups. Challenge sucks. We need a new hugely. Personally, I would have never reset the tournament. I would have forced my team to write it all down. It would have all been wrote down. Tiebreakers would have been wrote down. We would have pushed through it way better because there was certain. I went 4-0, got reset. Went 5-2.
Mm.
Didn't have bush holds wrote down. I flawless 3 people and didn't make top cut.
How?
That's rough. That's rough.
Oh my
So
God.
having your bush holds wrote down, having somebody in that position that knows how to write down bush holds fucking matters, dude. It matters so much for the people, especially when somebody's going to win a trip to Tokyo and $400. Somebody's going to win a gold rod, like somebody's going to win prizes, and the people Spandy served that car. It was in the stars that day. He went there. He performed excellent. It was the best high level Beyblade I ever seen. Your community member, what was his Wacko Carnival?
Yep.
I got to meet him. He's an excellent blader, bro.
Mhm.
S tier plus blader. One of the best in your scene. Okay, that I got to meet.
Well,
Not
I
wrong.
mean, he's very good. He's very good. I mean, he's not just one of the best that you got to meet. He's one of the best in general. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just
Accurate.
he's very he just won a little event we had last night. So yeah, he's very good. I do like how forward you've been about the no refund policy because we had an issue with that recently where we hadn't been very clear about the refund policy. And then we had a guy who had come to a locals a couple weeks before the event, just got walloped. I mean, just got smoked, and then decided he wanted a refund because he realized he probably couldn't compete. You know what I'm saying? And
I think it will do big things. It will get people here, want to be here, want to compete, and it will give opportunity, just like the 64 or 65 people that couldn't come to Redline that would have. Those people, they'll feel secured. They'll say, okay, go there no matter what. Now, like I said, if something happens, if Challenge messes up, if Meteor smacks the store a week before, will be refunded. If something happens where I mess up, we mess up, you will be refunded. But if you schedule to come and you just can't make it, so sorry, you're taking a spot from somebody else that deserves or wanted to come. It's as clear cut as that. This is very competitive. It's a disclaimer on the when you pay, it says it there, non-refundable. So don't take it as I'm just trying to be weird or something like that. I do not need your money in any type of way. I want to make sure that somebody else that could have took your spot the opportunity, bro. Like, it's very important to me that everybody has a good time.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good policy. I feel like you seem to have thought all that kind of stuff through, so that seems pretty solid. That seems pretty solid. Now, so you still need 20 more judges? Is that what you said?
Yep. 20
Okay,
more
so that
judges. I have a good amount of people that say, "Oh, I might be able to come. I want to judge," but they're on the fence still.
yeah.
So it is first come, first serve for judges. If you meet the accolades, right? I'm not going to let you judge if you are not official judge or a host. That is very important to me. Have to know the rules. There is
Now,
only one rule that is different here in Michigan. Let me say this now, and all the staff members will be in a Discord that is private, that have meetings. We'll go over all this kind of stuff too. But something that's very important in Michigan, if you get knocked out of the top, 2 points, hard punish. So if there is no contact, don't jump yourself into the pocket. Get good.
Full points.
I mean, that's largely how we play here. It's always 2 points out the top. And if you own KO, at least at ranked tournaments, you know what I'm saying? There's some casual ones that are a little different, but in serious tournaments, yeah, full punish. I absolutely agree with that. Now, let me ask kind of an awkward question about judging, because there's gonna be somebody out there who's gonna watch this or who's gonna hear about it through the grapevine, is gonna ask you this. Now, you've said that judges need to be WBO certified. Now, what if they want to come and they don't use the WBO in their area? I know there are some areas in New York, New Jersey, for instance, that use BBAX. Now, if they're certified BBAX judge, is that good enough?
It is. Thank you so much for clarifying that, actually. Yes, as long as you are part of one of the major organizations, okay, that run you through a test and you have to be certified, that is very, yes. Because maybe some other country, maybe somebody comes and he's the biggest host from a different country, doesn't use our stuff. If you can prove to me that you are an official thing and I can look up what it is and I can see that it is official, yes, that is very important. Yeah. Because actually, say BBAX, right?
Yeah, BBAX.
The founder is coming to the event. He might be one of the judges as well. But
that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, it's actually a day. 30th is the day before his birthday. So yeah.
Oh, it's his little birthday present to himself.
Yeah. Yep.
There you go.
That's what's up. I love that. Kate, did you have any questions? I've been kind of monopolizing the questions.
That's okay. So when it comes to your trip that you are paying for, is there a time schedule that they have to plan it by, or can they come back
It
and
could be next year if you want. It could be I want it to be fully up to them. There is, like we were saying, it's not going to be first class day of Christmas, right? That's going to be like $30,000 for first. Like I've already looked up a few of these things. It has to be almost be any day. There's very few holidays that they really wax you. Now, if it's planned so far in advance where the price is good, yes. I don't have like a list of the days, sadly, because it's kind of is one of those things. But I want it to be a great experience regardless.
Mhm.
It's very important that they get the day off work. They get the week off work. They plan it with their spouse or kid or teammate that they're taking, right? So it's going to be very long talk me and this person have. But I will guarantee that they get 2 plane tickets there, that it's a safe, not Spirit, you know what I mean? It'll be
Oh my God, not Spirit. I'm done.
That's wild.
So
it'll be good, bro. Like you'll have a great time. That's very important, is that you're going to get what you're going to
yeah.
get it.
Now if let's say the winner wants to, you keep using like a week as a frame of reference, but it usually isn't any different price wise to book. Like, let's say they wanted to go for 3 weeks.
Yeah. So yeah, it is a roundabout trip. As long I'm just using the word week because people just can't take off work, right? Now, if
I mean,
you're
you
blessed
can, Bert. You
enough,
can take 3 weeks off.
well, yeah, it's a little different. It's a little
I can take 3
some
weeks off too. So
yeah.
but yeah. So what you're saying is, if somebody won who does have a more open schedule and did want to go for a longer period, as long as that for some reason doesn't make the tickets go all wacky, that's fine.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Pretty much. Yeah. As long as. Yeah. Pretty much. As long as I want them to be somebody to win this trip, and then it financially cripple them because they want to go to that more bad than anything, right? I want to make sure, like I said, they're okay with it. That if they want to stay a month, it's a roundabout month trip and it's the same ticket price as a week or whatever. Do whatever you want. You'll be planning. We will be coordinating a trip to schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Using the word week a lot. Yeah.
No, I mean that's totally fair. Yeah. So essentially, the winning player will coordinate with you to sort out the plane tickets and the dates and all that kind of thing, and then from there they have to kind of handle their own stuff. Like they're gonna have to figure
Yep.
out their own hotels.
Yep.
If they're gonna do any special day trips or whatever.
Yep.
Tours. That's all gonna be stuff that $400 is supposed to help a little bit with.
Yep. So not promise, not me saying I can do this. Been in talks with to Terracomi. I'm trying to get a schedule of days. Maybe I could be like, hey, if you go this week, you could possibly go compete at this tournament. Now, their events are definitely different, right? Spandy went there and there was 1,000 people and only 100 people got in, so they couldn't go, right? So I'm trying to find a way where they could go compete, play Beyblade there as well, right? But it is way harder than you think, trying to plan that far out. And
Well, no, absolutely. I've also heard that the requirements in Japan are very different as far as a lot of parts and blades and things that we let get by here in America. That's not okay in Japan. They need to be pretty fresh.
yep, very, very new parts is one of the things they're big on. They play definitely different format to us. So at that 100-man tournament, they played the 1 point, one single bay to get to top cut. Then once you're in top cut, then you run the regular 3 bays. So
Okay.
so the format is different, right? Like there is right now, Rod and Shark is banned there.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's wild.
Certain things are different, but more or less, forget you going competing, all that kind of stuff. You to be comfortable. I want you to make sure you find a good hotel. I want all that to be planned before I just send you to a country. You be lost, right? Like that. The planning. We are going to talk. We're going to make sure that you can do this, that it's comfortable. And let's say you don't want to go. Let's say you win ticket is transferable. You could sell this to somebody or trade them for stuff like. But that would be something me and the winner will have to talk about. Find out who they're giving it to. I got to make sure their deal is solidified before anything like that happens, right?
Now that brings up a great point, Burr. Now let's say now I'm not going to win a tournament like this. I'm not good enough, but let's say I was, okay, hypothetically, okay. Now if I come out there and I win, and I tell you, hey, Burr, it's great that I won, but I didn't expect to win, and honestly, I can't afford to go. Even though you're paying for the tickets, I can't afford to pay for a hotel for 10 nights. I can't afford to eat out every day, all day. Is there a cash value that the winner can choose to redeem rather than the tickets? And if you don't have an answer to that right now because you haven't thought about it, that's totally fair as well. I'm just curious.
I didn't even think of that.
Because not everyone. If some random local from Michigan who works 40 hours a week at McDonald's wins, they may not be able to afford the rest of the stay, like all the stuff that's involved.
I think if they did not to give the experience away to somebody else in the community and have them get paid, whatever it is, right? If they say, hey, Burr, let's say 2 weeks after, and they're like, you know what, I can't get this much work off. I can't pay my mortgage, this kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am okay with saying, okay, this is the value of the trip. Cash app them that money. That's what they want. That's up to them.
Wow.
That's very cool. And I think that's important because I think there's a lot of people who'd love to come play this high stakes Beyblade, and they can afford a weekend in Michigan, but they can't necessarily afford a week in Japan. Those are two very different things.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, because I would be spending the same amount of money, right? If I'm buying the ticket.
Yeah, if you're buying the ticket or you're cash apping them the money, either way, that's really cool, and I think that will help some people justify coming. Because for some people that might be useful in their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that
was a big thing I was worried about. I didn't want, say, Joe Smo wins and Joe Smo
Joestar?
Made up name. No, made up name. Joe Smo, right? Joe Smo wins and he's like, hey, homeless. I can't do that, right? Like, I think it would be super beneficial that I help them in that type of way, I don't, there's no benefit of me not giving them the cash versus buying the ticket. It's the same for me. I don't care what you do with it. I just think trip is the more put up the cash, right? And pay all the do all that same stuff, right? That's not the problem. I want to get all the people that love anime. Play Beyblade, right? This is something that will get other hobby people. Like I've told a lot of people about this that just playing Yu-Gi-Oh at the game stores, and they're like, "You gave away a car? You're going to give away Japanese trip tickets? That's going to bring in the crowd." Now I vend at Pokemon tables, right? I go to shows and I vend. I always bring a Beyblade stadium. I always have my Michigan flyer there. I have pre-used, bays that people can use and play and that kind of stuff to try to promote Beyblade, right? Something that we're doing soon, I guess I won't disclose the name, but some con out here, a con over this way, we are going to go and push a free demo. They're inviting us to a con and they're saying, hey, you could set up 4 stadiums and people could, it's not going to be a tournament. It's just going to be like, play, have fun.
Yeah, that's great.
Out here, that I just want to get everybody to understand that Beyblade is not ripping a cord and it's luck. I don't. It's not, brother. I know people that have odds to win against people. I will personally money match any new person if you would like. $5 a game, and I will. I'll show you that there is people that are extremely better than you. Like.
Damn! Burr out here pointing out the open challenge. You go to an event Burr's at, and you can make a little wager on a match. I like that. See, I think that's a good attitude.
Yeah, we do full money. Like we do money matches. It's not for tournament based, anything like that. It's kind of just friend on friend kind of wager things. I've watched someone win a Blue Arrow Pegasus in a wager.
Wow.
I wish.
So
I wish people here wanted to wager Blue
shout
Arrow.
out Scum. Shout out Scum. He won a Blue Arrow Pegasus versus a guy that was extremely confident. And he wagered a stock wizard rod. Green rod versus a blue AP.
Oh my
First
God,
to
that's
17
wild.
points. First to 17 points because the guy had that much faith that stock rod was bad, and Scum absolutely took that blue AP home. And then the guy asked for a rematch, and Scum won again. Gave him the chance to win his blue AP back, and then Scum won again.
That's crazy.
Sleep on stock wizard rod. Don't sleep on stock wizard rod.
Listen, I would love for someone to wager me a Blue Arrow Pegasus against because even if I lose, what do I lose? A $5 Beyblade from Five Below, and if I win, I mean those are great odds. I wish Vegas would give me those types of odds. That's wonderful.
Yeah, no kidding.
It was the craziest wager I ever witnessed. I got to judge the match, and I'm very happy. Probably not have got a blue AP other than winning it in a tournament or that wager. The guy that R. Kamen was his name, he won that blue AP at a tournament, had enough courage, mind you, to put up a $300 Beyblade. He had enough blader spirit and confident in himself, right, to wager that. Kind of what need that confidence. You have to have that good confidence to come win this trip to Tokyo. If you don't, that's why I'm saying, if you cannot come, do not sign up, do not pay me. This is for the confident people. These are for the bladers that travel. These are for the teams that want to be the best team. This is for bragging rights. This is for accolades. This is marketing. You're going to get to come meet other great hosts from different states. You're going to come meet great YouTubers. You can film. This is something I didn't say. Everybody can film. Boom event. Not charge media fee. I think that is the lamest thing that some of these big events do is charge media fee. If you want to come film, please come film for free. Get some banger online clips because they go viral. Like
they do.
It's the winner's Instagram of this is going to go viral. Going to look what happened to Spandy. He jumped it. He was already very popular in Beyblade. He jumped. Right. He gets to have a trophy of a key, even though he sold the car. He has a trophy with a Drake on the gray Honda key because I gave away 2 keys to make sure that somebody could keep their trophy forever. He has that accolade forever. He gets to tell his parents when he just went to China and seen his family. He got to go tell his mom, hey, remember how I loved Beyblade as a little kid and how I've been competing and you might have thought I was crazy? I won a car, Mom.
That's so cool. That's kind of like the story. The story sometimes is just as important as the prize. Like showing people that, hey, Beyblade can be a serious activity and people can win real world things from playing Beyblade. A car, a trip to Tokyo. I know Canada replicated you and is running their own car tournament over at Banana Games.
Banana Gaming. Those are so Team Spin City Canada. Do you know who Jube was? He was second at Red Line Rumble.
Yes, I'm familiar.
So he's our competitor, like rival, let's say.
Yeah.
The Canada Team Spin City, they're rivals. They messaged me. They paid homage. They invited me. I'm going to that tournament for free.
That's incredible.
Because of them. Shout out them. The first person to do it. Like, I hope it was a really good conversation. They were like, oh, I hope you don't think we're ripping off your idea. No, please, everybody, give away crazy stuff. I want to come win. I don't accept my own prizes. I've won many tournaments here in Michigan with crazy rare give away crazy rare bays at all my tournaments. I do not accept my own prizes. When I win, I push it down to the next person. I want to come win crazy tournaments. Please host them so I can win. Please, God. Like,
No, that's a good policy. I don't usually play in my own events, and on occasion when I do, I don't take prizing from my own events. I think that's a good policy to have.
Right.
Now speaking of money, we've talked a lot about money. We talk, the value of the trip, the value of some of these Beyblades you're giving away. You got money on the back of your jersey right there. So now now some people are going to be, traveling, so obviously you got some locals who are going to 20 minutes away, but you probably also have some people who are coming who might be 10 hours away. Okay. And they might want to do a little shopping while they're there. Now, are you going to have any vending going on at this event?
okay, so in talks with the store about trying to have city vend there again.
Okay.
Difference of Putters and them is the owner of Putters, personally, family friend.
Yeah.
We don't sell Beyblades. This store also doesn't sell Beyblades. So I'm in talks with them. That's the only thing we haven't agreed on, and everything else is set in stone. I'm trying to make it lucrative without saying, "Hey, Swift, you have to pay these guys this amount of money," right? Like, I'm trying to make it to where it's free for Swift to be able to vend again, but cannot say they just end up saying, "No, we don't want that for legal reasons," or whatever, right? If
Yeah.
not, store called Upkeep Canton. It's our biggest local store that we do our minis at. They get products straight from Spin City and sell TT products in store. Launchers, winders, Sting unicorns. They probably sold 100 plus Sting unicorns there in the last 3 weeks. So they get big supply of TT stuff. So that's one store that I know that's here. But I'm working on it. So I'm trying to get in the store. It's just the one thing that they were pointing me at, where it's
Yeah.
like,
Now, what? No. Let me ask you this: if you and the store can't reach an agreement, and people are still coming in from out of state. Now, if people, DM your buddy and want to buy something, is he
the
is he
parking
willing
lot,
to? Yeah,
Publix
the park.
is public. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what
So
I was
that,
kind of getting at.
yeah, I don't want to say Swift is going to. I can't say anything on another man's behalf. But yeah, definitely if you want products with the shipping cut off and maybe a little less percentage, maybe 8%, use code BURR. In person works too.
In-person code.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in person code. He will definitely have product. DM him and say, "I'm coming to this. I want this." He will definitely be able to sort you out. Like, there's no way. Who wouldn't,
That's
right? Who would not?
that's great. I love it. I just picture him like he's got his trunk open.
Open the
Yeah,
trunk.
he's just got a big spread of product out in his trunk. Hey guys, we can't vend in here. The store's outside in the parking lot. Go check it out. Like,
Make sure you use code
I love it.
BURR at checkout.
Yeah. If someone's about to Venmo him, he's like, "Yeah, I want to use code Burgo Boom for 8% off." And he's like, "All right, I got you, G. I got you."
Yeah.
Like,
Another thing that I don't know if I said about the coin system. So you can barter second day tournament, right? To see whoever has the most coins at the end of the day, right?
yeah.
How this will work a little. Let's say I say, "Hey, I want to challenge you, Cake. 1 coin for 1 coin. It could be 3 coins for 3. It could be as many as I have versus the same quantity you have. The other person can deny your request with no penalty. But scared money don't make money. So it's going to be smart. Maybe you might try to run around and be a point hunter like from Metal Fight and try to abuse the casuals, right? Or let's say that backfires and you lose your points to them. Let's say there's only 5 minutes left, but I'm 25 coins away from the top player, right? What if I have to bard him with Shitani? Like, bro, we both got 25 coins each. Let's do a 25 coin match, right? To jump above them.
Winner
There
take
is
all.
there is no giving your coins away for free. If you are caught giving your coins away, let's say, oh, I have 30 coins. There's no way for me to catch up, but Shitani got 50. He only needs 20. I give him my coins and you are caught by anybody in the community, you are disqualified from that tournament.
Okay.
Now, a couple questions that come to mind immediately.
Same.
Now, let's say, do the coin amounts have to be equal? Like, if I'm real confident, okay, so no matter how confident I may be, I can't say, hey, Cake, I'm going to put 5 of my coins on the line against 2 of your coins. That's not allowed.
Okay.
Yep, that
I
was
see
one
what
of
you're
mine.
saying. Yes. Okay. Yes. I'm going to say no because of the way you could farm points.
Okay.
Fair.
So, for instance, if I need only 10 more coins, my buddy Angel only has his original 10, he could throw the match. But if he only has 4,
that's 3.
but I have 10, I can only. Oh, yep. Sorry. But sorry. But it'll keep it more fair on who can collect points quick, right?
Okay, so what you're saying is the coins do need to match. If I'm wagering 5 coins, then you have to wager 5 coins, and we both need to obviously have those 5 coins in our possession to do that. Now, the second
way to
question.
think about this is Metal Fight. Like, you know how they had to have 50,000 points to get into the big tournament?
Yeah.
So that, my childhood, I love Metal Fight's the best generation ever. I don't care what nobody says. Am Ryuga, sorry to say. But like them, you will lose and get points. These are kind of what the coins are representing, is a point system. That same wager, right?
Okay. Now how do you this is a question, and maybe I shouldn't ask this because people are probably going to come back to this later and be like, oh, here's a sneaky thing. But how do you stop someone from throwing a match? Like how because I can absolutely challenge Cake, and if I want to essentially give him my 10 coins that I started with, I can definitely launch into the pocket a few times. You know what I'm saying? I can do that.
Okay, so this is kind of how the challenge will work. So the second day is going to be Top Cut running at the same time. You need a judge, one of the staff members, make the coin match official.
Okay.
You get to bargain the coins, the format. Let's say you're like, oh, I want to go 1 bay versus 1 bay. Get your spirit bay to 1 point, to 12 points, to whatever you guys, the players, agree on, right? You get a judge. There'll be open stadiums. There'll be a few Metal Fight stadiums too, just in case you want to play Metal Fight for this type of format, right? If you want to play Metal Fight, if you want to play X, those are going to be the only stadiums and formats that you can play.
So there's going to be a judge present at all of these coin matches. Is that what you're saying?
Has to be to make it official. If somebody sees you exchanging coins shystily, going to be kicked out of this tournament. You won't be kicked out. You just will get your name crossed off and your coins taken. Okay.
Okay.
Both people trying to cheat.
Okay. So what you're saying is don't try to cheat.
Right? Yes. Please don't. I understand. I absolutely think there's going to be the 4 people with the most coins are going to absolutely rinse people for their coins. So I don't even think if you can cheat with a judge there. Now, let's say, like you said, I see somebody purposely jumping out of the stadium or soft launching super soft. Judge can force you to stop that match.
Okay.
Be kicked out. You will be forced to stop, and then we will what I like to call a red flag. You will be red flagged, so now you will be watched.
Okay, so there are going to be safeguards in place to prevent illegal coin transactions through matches and things like that. Okay, that's solid. Now, I had one other question because you did say, now is everybody getting the coins, even people who top cut from day one?
Every single person
Okay.
that walks into the tournament. So Top Cut will be running. The 64 players, if we max out, right, will be playing their
Now-
tournament.
Yeah, so they're going to have coins also, correct?
So in their mid phase of, let's say they won or tournament, it's going to end pretty quick.
Okay, so this is
Compared to
but this is where my question comes in, okay? Because this is something again that people may try to, and it's not shiesty or anything, but I'm curious if it can happen or not. If Cake and I are both in top cut, okay, we're down to top 16, let's say, and we play each other. Can we wager coins on our tournament match?
Yes,
Okay,
you
that was
can.
okay.
Yes, you can.
So that was something I was curious about. So players can wager coins on their official tournament matches. Okay, that's cool. I like that.
Yep. 100% during any form, but you have to, the judge has to be notified. And,
Yep.
and judges will be recording all the matches, of course. Match has to be recorded for the coins because let's say somebody comes up to me and is like, nah, Cake and Danny, they're doing something weird. He bursted every launch on purpose. You know,
Yeah.
I want footage that my judges have to be able to, or another TO to look at to judge if you're cheating, you know, because then you did 20 coins for 20 coins. I'm forcing you to take your coins back.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one last question about this, because this could be the other abusive thing I could see people doing if they want to lose on purpose. What if they're just running just the dumbest combo on the planet?
Yeah. So that is the one thing. I hate that you said it out loud, but certain bays beat other bays, man. You know, and it just if you want to run, if they want to run Rhino Horn, El Kong, and that they can. But if
As long as
the
they're
judge
playing,
views that you're doing it on purpose, if I
okay.
can look and say, okay, this guy did not run that until the last few minutes and doing it, he's giving, let's say you went with 5 of your teammates, but all of a sudden 4 of your teammates lost all your coins to you.
Yeah.
That's considered cheating 100%.
Okay, so what you're saying is, you're not telling people they can't run Rhino Horn, but if you see someone running Rhino Horn, Yell Kong, and a Marvel collab bay against their teammate that's running Shark Scale, Wizard Rod, Hover Wyvern, you might have something to say about that.
Yeah, that will be considered a form of a red penalty. Okay, I don't want to say you can't use those bays because I have a guy here that runs Rhino Horn, and I promise you he will destroy some bays, bro. Like he's really good with that bay, but I know that's his spirit bay. He's going to probably run that. You know, the difference is if there's a way to prove that you're cheating, right?
Okay,
like,
that's fair.
And
That's fair.
it's Beyblade. There's going to be a lot of people that are watching you, right?
Always.
The community can come snitch on you, you know? Oh, I think my headset died. And that's very important because this style, like Star Chip Challenge, whatever, Point Challenge, whatever you would like to call it, we're all here to have fun and compete. Yeah, there'll be some rare bays. Only 4 people are going to win. But I think the 4 best Beybladers in the room are going to collect coins pretty quickly, you know. And or last minute, like I said, when the timer's running down, people are going to get nervous. Nerves are going to get in there. I might bargain all my coins. Let's say me and Shatani got 40 coins each. That's a lot of coins. Let's say we're like, fuck it, one of us are going to win, bro. Like, yeah, we're on teams, but I'm not going to throw my 40 coins for him. So it is really important that it's fair play. You know, it has to be fair. There has to be a judge there. There's going to be footage of you losing your coins, right? So if you want to participate and not be, I will label you as a scumbag all over the internet if you cheat. I promise. I do not care. Because there's pages that me and some other big people are in where people are on watch lists, bro. There are certain people when they have showed up to my red line, I personally was watching their match and stuff, you know.
That's wild.
You know,
No, I mean,
it's not to it's not to bully them, but
yeah.
it's to give everybody else the fairest advantage possible at a high stakes tournament like this. I'm gonna get in the car with my wife to take her to work, but we could continue still. But I gotta.
Well, I think we've kind of covered most everything. Essentially, it sounds like what you're asking is you're kind of trusting that people are gonna employ fair play and do the right thing, but there are going to be some checks and balances in case people are trying to be scummy.
Yeah, yep, 100%. And like I said, that was a big thing why I didn't. I personally wanted to be able to be like, oh, I'll do 50 coins versus your 2 coins. I'm so confident. But if we do that, the cheating will go rapid, like really easily, right? With the way the format is played. So it has to be per coin because then let's say I stack up 50 coins, we don't know how much the other people have, right?
Yeah, they may choose to be very public about it, or they may choose not to be. You know, like
right.
Be braggers, right? There might be that secret guy that just went around 1 coin for 1 coin. He was super, you know, he didn't want to lose high stakes, you know. There might be the people at the very end like, I got 20 coins. Who else wants to go 20 for 20? Like, you know, because I can deny if I think, let's say somehow I get 100 coins. Somehow. That's a lot of coins, right? That's majority of the coins of the tournament. I don't have to battle y'all no more.
Fair.
Yeah, and then you're praying you have enough. You're praying you have enough, you know, and that nobody has more than you. So that makes sense. So, Burr, it sounds like you have to get going here. So before you go, was there any last minute stuff you wanted to put out there? Any last words for anyone who may watch this?
Please support Team Spin City and Spin City Imports. Support all the base stores. It don't matter what they are. Support them. Use code Burr Team Spin City if we have it. Support this podcast because this podcast is super good for the community. They give you a lot of information. They have their own codes. Use their codes if our codes don't work. If you go to our Instagram, Team Spin City USA, go submit clips of your best clips. On the 25th, we are going to pick a winner. We're going to give away a red AP to the winner. August 29th, August 30th is my big tournament, Ticket to Tokyo. On Monday, this next coming up Monday, what is that date? Let me check. Just so Monday the 15th.
15th.
At 3:00, we are posting the flyer. If you want a spot, click the link, fill out the form. It's prepay. Do not pay me if you are not sure. This is non-refundable. This is to guarantee that everybody that wants to come and compete at high-skilled Beyblade gets to. There's going to be a lot of crazy giveaways, a lot of the crazy venue. I'm pretty sure we already showed the venue.
We did.
It's going to be a great time. Somebody's going to win crazy accolades. If you thought winning a car was crazy, this is going to be. So you're going to win an amazing trip. You're going to get to go to the beautiful country that showed us that gave us Beyblade, you know what I mean? Hopefully, when you're there, you could find a tournament to compete in. That would be extremely cool. And the $400 is going to help you fund it.
There you go. There you go. Well, you heard it from Burr himself. So August 29th and 30th. You know, if you like high stakes Beyblade and you're confident in yourself, this is probably something you want to go to. So, Burr, we
Yes,
really
sir.
appreciate you joining us today. Kate, did you have any send-offs you wanted to do?
No, that's about it. So guys, if you want to go ahead and check out all of that information that Burr said, it's going to be a really good event. First place is a trip to Tokyo. The flights are round trip are totally paid for. So Burr, this is absolutely amazing what you're doing for the Beyblade community. Hopefully Hasbro and TT can kind of take a little bit of snippet out of everything that you're doing, and who knows what they'll maybe
Yeah,
see.
tell them to message me. Message me, TT Hasbro. I already have your emails. We're already talking. Let's give away 10 times this. Why can't 100 people go? Why can't they win a tournament here and then get to go compete over there at a G4? Come on, TT. Like, stop playing.
True. But guys, thank you guys so much for watching this very special bonus episode of the Spin Zone podcast. Make sure you go to basinbricks.com, use code SPINZone, and also go to Mall of Toys and use code Spin Zone podcast at checkout. And also go to Spin City, use all those codes as well that were talked about in this episode.
Team Spin City.
Team Spin City. And then also Burr Goes Boom. Is that another one?
Burr, BURR, all capitals.
There you go, guys.
Burr.
All right, guys. Up until next time, so long. Stay safe out there. Have an awesome rest of your day. Take care. Much love.
Peace. Bye.